Welcome everyone to today's thrilling episode. We're about to embark on a journey into the captivating universe of cryptocurrencies. So what does it really mean to possess a Bitcoin? Many folks out there recognize it as a form of digital currency, completely separate from traditional governments and banks. But here's the kicker. There are tons of unanswered questions that linger. Now, to truly understand this concept, imagine if you were to create your own version of Bitcoin, starting with a community ledger to keep track of payments among friends.
Wow. That sounds really fascinating. But, how would that even be set up? Are we talking about a group of friends keeping tabs on who owes whom, and then, making that information digital somehow?
Exactly. Think about it. As trust among friends may sometimes falter, we can incorporate aspects of cryptography to turn that simple ledger into a cryptocurrency powerhouse. Bitcoin was really the pioneer in this exciting realm, paving the way for thousands of alternatives today. Grasping how Bitcoin came to be allows us to understand the unique designs of other cryptocurrencies.
Whoa, that's just, mind-blowing. So are there, specific cryptocurrencies made for certain purposes, or?
Absolutely. We have cryptocurrencies that specifically focus on privacy, like Monero, and others that zero in on smart contracts, such as Ethereum. As the interest in these digital coins skyrockets, it's crucial for potential buyers to understand not just what cryptocurrencies are, but, what real transactions look like. It's a little like using a credit card.
Ah, right. So, you don't need to be a tech whiz to use them, right? But what's the story behind security then? How do we know transactions are safe?
Great question. First, let's delve into the importance of digital signatures, which provide a vital layer of security against forgery. Digital signatures make sure that a transaction can only be approved by its original sender. It's similar to signing a check, but a lot more secure.
Whoa, that makes sense. But how exactly is the verification of these transactions done? I mean, I can't help but think about the possibility of someone trying to cheat the system.
Exactly. That's a valid concern. The verification process is crucial in preventing fraud. For instance, when someone initiates a transaction, it includes a unique ID that keeps anything from being reused. So even if someone could approve a transaction with their signature, if they try to use it again, it would be rendered invalid.
Right, so it's kind of like trying to use an expired coupon. But what about your idea of the community ledger? How do transactions actually get settled? What happens if someone skips out on their payments?
That's where it gets intriguing. When trust is the only factor, things can quickly go south if someone refuses to pay. To prevent this, participants could put down some funds into a communal pot, ensuring no one spends beyond what they have.
Ooh, that's clever. So it's like a friend group pooling together their money for a party? But what's this thing you mentioned, ledger dollars? Is that a whole new kind of currency?
Exactly. Ledger dollars operate differently from traditional cash, allowing for digital transactions without needing to convert to regular currency all the time. Instead of relying on a single central ledger, visualize it like everyone maintaining their own copies of this ledger. Sounds easy, right? Well, agreeing on what the right records are can be a bit tricky at times.
Wow, so it's super important to be, on the same page, or else things could get messy. So where does the whole computational effort come into play in all this?
You're really starting to connect the dots. This is where the principle of proof of work comes in. When transactions are verified through hefty computational work, altering earlier records turns into an almost impossible task without massive amounts of resources. It's like constructing a digital fortress, completely secure.
Oh man, that's wild. But how do all these blocks of transactions stay chained together? What if one block decides to go rogue?
Great imagery. Picture this. Each block of transactions is linked in a beautiful chain. If someone tries to alter a block, they'd have to change every succeeding block in the chain, creating a domino effect that secures the entire system.
So it's like a whole row of dominoes. If you knock one over, they all go down, right? But what about those miners? Do they make something for all their hard work?
Exactly. Miners receive rewards for their computational efforts in the form of block rewards, which circulate the digital currency throughout the economy. Think of it like a lottery. The more diligent you are, the better your chances of cashing in. Over time, the network tweaks the difficulty in creating blocks to keep a balance in transactions and discovery.
Whoa, that's such a fascinating system to keep everything flowing smoothly. So to sum it all up, this solid, decentralized ledger, propelled by proof of work, is the backbone of how Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies work?
Spot on. Grasping these fundamental principles is vital for navigating the exhilarating and constantly changing world of digital currencies. It's a landscape filled with potential, and understanding its roots will equip anyone interested to make informed decisions.
Wow, thank you. This has been super enlightening, and I feel like I've just scratched the surface. Can't wait to learn more.